So hi everybody, my name is Jeff, and today we're going to take a look at Blaze. He's the last hero that been introduced 2 weeks ago. I haven't buy him yet. I'm going to buy it right now, live with you. Here we go. Pay now. And here we go. Blaze is in my roster now. If you already own Blaze and played a lot of game with him, or you've seen him, you tried him, maybe that's not the video for you. The idea today is just to go into try mode and just play with him a little bit, see what we can do, see if we can find an easy build to work with to try him out in a real game. So like I said, if you're already a good Blaze player, that's not for you. If you've never seen him before, or if you want to try it for the first time like me, this could be interesting. So let's go into try mode. We're going to see what that guy can do. I've seen him in game. It's quite powerful. I'm not sure he could be kind of a main tank or only tank. I'm not sure about that. But he's kind of strong. He's able to have a lot of sustain. He can clear lanes with the fact that he heals when he's on fire. So that's a big thing. I like the taunts. Gonna go see if we can have one right now. Taunts, here we are. Well, I'm gonna place them over here so we can have a better view. Here we go. That's nice. Okay. So what does he do? What Blaze is for? So his Q ability is a twin cannon, and if you hit an enemy just with one of the two cannons, it's 182 damage. But if you hit an enemy with both of them, you see I did only one of them, so you saw the 182. But if I can hit him with both of them, it's twice, so it would be 364. His W is oil spill. You just spill oil, and you have 2 charge of this. And as you can see, once you click, you can kind of give it a direction. So depending on what you want to do with it, if you want to clear minions or if you want to slow down someone, because in the oil spill you have a 40% slow that's embedded in the talent. After that, the other interaction you can have with your oil is when you put it down, it does the slow, but if you ignite it with the Q, then it will do damage. Like I said in the introduction, also, I'm at foot elf right now, but you can gain some elf. But now I'm at foot elf, so please Arthas, hit me again, please Arthas. Okay, so we're gonna see this. Here we go. So at level 20, I'm getting 107 every 0.3 second. Blazes heal for 4.2 seconds. So it's a little bit more than 300 in every second. That's it. That's huge. So like I said at first, the sustain on this character is incredible. Last talent, the he over here is jet propulsion. You charge forward to an enemy, deals a little bit of damage, but the main thing is the stun, 1.25 seconds. So now Arthas is dead. I think we're gonna say bye-bye to Malfurion. He's not helping us at all. Okay, bye-bye Malfurion. There we go. So if you want to charge Arthas, this is our range. It's a pretty good range. So if you want to trade with him, the best is to have him in the oil spill and you not in the oil spill. And the attack is kind of a cleave attack. The auto attack is kind of a cleave, so also really good when clearing waves of minion, or if you have mercenaries, or even in a team fight. It's quite powerful. You know, it does do a lot of damage, but it does damage to kind of a wide circle. A lot of heroes for the same kind of thing, you have to do a talent to do as much as a cleave that he does. Now, if we go into the and last of it, the D is trait. You gain 25 armor and deal 88 damage at level 20 to nearby enemy every 0.5 second for 4 second. 4 second, yeah. And each hero hit by flame stream reduce Pyromania's cooldown by 5 seconds. So if you're in a team fight and you're able to hit 2 or 3 or 5 enemy, it's really incredible. You're gonna do a lot of damage, and not want you to go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Oh, and if you ignite an oil patch and there's another connecting oil patch with it, it will ignite both. So that could be a nice, or if you already have a patch that is lightened, if you do another one, it will light it up also. For example, if I do this over here, I light it up, and if I do this over here, oops, too late. I'm sorry. That was a fail. I'm sorry. I'm gonna try it again. I just waited a little bit too long. So here we go. We're doing this. Oh, I have to have 2 charge. Okay. So in the meanwhile, we're gonna try to charge Arthas. That didn't go well at all. So I'll show it to you a little bit later when I have to charge. We're gonna start with the level 1. Level 1 are all active except the last one. The trait is you have to collect regeneration globes, and if you do, Pyromania grant unstoppable for 2 seconds. That could be really good. Most people I saw play him for now are more kind of using the Adrenaline Steam Pack, which gives you speed and movement speed. I saw a few with the shield. I think it depends a lot of who you have against you. I don't think this one is a religion. It's part of the new Blizzard way of thinking when doing talent in one level. It's to make it so that there's not only one good thing to do. You could do. I just did it. Ignite the second one with the first one, and I missed my A. Okay. So that's it. Those 3, if you want to have more mana, if you want to have more shield, be more tanky. For example, if you're the only tank, there's a lot of assassin on the other side. Maybe you want to go with something like that. I'll stand in the fire to heal a little bit. Here we go. The quest could be good. I'm not sure. I haven't tried it yet. I think I would go for beginning. Like I said, if you're the only tank, I would probably go for the shield. If not, if it's a huge map like Cursed Hollow, probably I'll go with the attack speed and movement speed. So let's go with this one for now. After that, Flame Stream can reduce oil spill cooldown. So each time you hit someone with that, your oil spill. But you have 2 charge of those, so not too worried. I don't know if you really run out of those. Oil spill are slowed when it's ignite, because that's one of the one I seen used a lot. The reason is why is because one of the good thing about this is the slow. But when you ignite it, it's stopped. It stops slowing. It just does damage. If you take this one, you have the best of both worlds. The oil spill will continue to slow people, and you'll do a damage also. Increase oil spill area by 20% and slow by 10. That could be good too, depending who you're against you. If there's a heavy tank composition or something like that, that could be good. And the meltdown, what it does, it's on your trait. So hitting an enemy hero with Pyromania reduce their damage dealt by 5% for 2.5 seconds up to 30%. Yeah, and then again, it could be, if you want to be more tankier, that could be it. I don't know. My first instinct would be to go with the adhesive petroleum to make sure that you get, like I said, the best of both worlds. You do damage and you slow him down, and slow a retreat, for example, or something like that. So I think that is quite powerful. And I just used the Steam Pack just to see, and I mean the increase in attack speed is huge. It's really nice. We're gonna go in there to heal a little bit. Anyway, so that's it for level 4. I think I'll go with the adhesive petroleum. Number 7, flame strike can deal bonus damage. So if both of them hit the same hero, like I showed you, then you do an additional damage. That's quite powerful. You have a quest here, quest for oil spill, damage an enemy hero, ignite spill 60 times. So you have to do this first and then this. So that's what will count for one time. You have to do this 20 times. If you do, the spill ignite duration by 2 seconds and damage by 20%. So what it's gonna do is gonna augment the damage you do. But I'm not sure how easy it is or how feasible it is to how quick you can do the 60 time thing. If there's a lot of team fights or if there's a big confrontation at the front line or in a specific line, I should say, maybe it could work, but I'm not sure. It seems a lot, 60, but we'll have to try it out. And the last one, increase your basic attack area by 15% and basic attack damage to minion, mercenary, and monster by 70%. Additionally, basic attack splash, ignite, oil spill. Okay, so the big thing here is that if you wanted to ignite this, you had to do it only with your Q. So sometimes you have to wait to do it. The other thing is strategically, sometimes you don't want to ignite it because you want to keep this low. Now, because we took the adhesive petroleum, who gives us the best of both worlds, I think this could be a safe talent because there's no more thinking about this of saying, okay, if I ignite him, I'll do damage, but I lose the slow. There's no downside of taking this one. Again, I'm a little bit torn between Crossfire and Incinerator Gauntlet. I think Incinerator Gauntlet is quite powerful, especially if you have to clear wave. I'm thinking of a map like Spider Queen, where there's so much clearing to do. You have to clear those spider bots and everything else. So, and laning is really important. So maybe in a map like this, being able to clear lanes, or if you're on a team there where there's no specialist, or you don't have a Sonya, for example, or you don't have anybody who can clear line really easily, well, that one would be the one to go. It's simple, it's a passive, no quest, no anything. So I think I'll go with this one. The bunker drop. Bunker drop is kind of weird a little bit. I was wondering what it really does. I've seen it in game. It can save your life if you're in a difficult situation. Your teammates are away. They're not with you. You can buy time, or if you have a lot of teammates, you're in a team fight. A few of your teammates are really low on health. It could be good. So more defensive talents, and you can have it every 40 seconds. Though, so that's quite often. And you have a little bit of shield when you exit, a little bit of armor when you exit. Combustion is more aggressive, and it's double the cooldown. It's 80 seconds. So I'm going to show you what it looks like. It's a big explosion, and you have time to place yourself. You're moving slowly, but you have time to place yourself. I must say, I saw a lot of team fights that were kind of losing a losing team fight, becoming a winning team fight because of this. It could turn the tide of battle, but the cooldown is really long. It's like I said, it's 80 seconds. So that's a lot. 5 seconds, and the more you wait before you make it explode, and the more damage you do. So I still think that combustion is good. Again, it depends on your team composition, depends on the other side team composition. But for what I've seen so far, I think this one has more impact than the other one on a game, especially if it's a tight game. It really doesn't make a difference. Okay, sorry, I was caught playing. At level 13, you have suppressive fire. Each stream of flame stream reduce the spell power of hero. Again, it depends on against who you're going with. Of course, against Illidan or auto attack player like Reynard or those guys, that doesn't make much. But if you're against Liming, Kel'Thuzad, Kel'Thas, all those mages, well, that could be quite powerful. Nanomachine coating. Enemy standing in oil spill and ignited oil spill have their attack speed reduced by 40%. That's kind of an imposing presence, but there's a condition. They have to be stepping in that. So that's the condition. I will heal a little bit over here. So not bad. Against you have heroes that are really eating really fast, like a Tracer or something like that. That could be good. Although I'm not sure a Tracer would stay in something like that for really long. But yeah, could work. Fuel leak. Jet propulsion create an oil spill along blaze path. If the jet propulsion impacts an hero, an additional oil spill is created underneath them. Okay, well, so that I've seen also in game. It's quite impressive. We're gonna take the talent if we want to see it. We'll have to take the talent, of course. Here we go. So I'm healing myself a little bit. So let's try this. I'm gonna hit artist here. So it did kind of a. I'm not sure what it did. I think we're gonna do this again. Let's read it again. Jet propulsion creates oil spill. Okay, that's simple. Along blaze path, if jet propulsion impact an enemy hero, an additional oil spill is created underneath them. Okay, so let's try this again. Okay, so I'm leaving a path against under me, and there's another little patch that's kind of appearing over here. Not sure. Might be good. I think, again, this is a tier talent that is really in the new philosophy of Blizzard, that you have to choose your talent, not because it's the optimal build, but because you're in a certain situation. So spell power, reduce spell power, reduce attack speed, or make your attack, your jet propulsion a little bit more potent, a little bit more dangerous for people around you. If you're surrounded or something, that could be good. So for now I'll go with this one, but it's really depending on what's going on. On level 16 now, jet propulsion, it's grant an armor, 10 armor. That's not a lot, but for 3 seconds that's good, and reduce its cooldown by 2 seconds. So instead of using it every 12 seconds, you can use it every 10 seconds. It could have a certain synergy with what we just took. The fuel leak, because if you can use it more often, then you get more out of your buck on this one. I don't know. Heat treatment. Heal for 75% of the damage dealt by Pyromania. That's really good, because Pyromania, you're going to use it when you're in trouble or when you're in a team fight. Things are going a little bit rough. You need to change the tide of battle. Yeah. And you can do a lot of damage. I mean, it's 99 damage to every enemy nearby, so you can heal for a lot of over here. Let's try it over here with those. Well, we'll wait for a minion wave to see what it does. Really, I want to see how much heal I can get for that from that. Please, artist. I'm gonna go with to the towers a little bit just to get my life down a little bit. There we go. Okay, so let's try this now. Let's go with a W. So I healed pretty much. It was 74 a click. I had at least 10 of those, so probably 700 or something like that heal. That's a lot. That's a lot of heal. So yeah, I really like this one. And the last one is the Juggernaut plating. Activate, it's an active spell, those who I don't like. Activate to gain 50 spell armor for 3 seconds. Upon expiration, gain a shield equal to 125 of the spell damage reduced by Juggernaut plating. So yeah, again, if you want to survive, if you have problems surviving, if the enemy is always on your back, you have a lot of team fights, that could be good. That could be really good. what I like about the I just did it, and what I like about the fuel leak that we just took and the incinerator gauntlet is that you have to think about it. As soon as you do a charge, if it hits something, the creature will be inflamed and you'll be in healing position, because the healing, obviously there's going to be some flame under you. So well, I just realized that's a good synergy. I like those three together. They're really good. And last of all, the level 20. So if you took Bunker, you can cast Spill Oil from Bunker Drop. Oh, I forgot to say, at level at Bunker Drop, when you're in the bunker and when your friends are in the bunker, you can shoot your Q. So everybody has a flaming Q when you're in there. So you can do a little bit of damage to people that are around you while you wait for going out. That gives you a little bit of damage. So you can do this, and you can do also oil spill when you're in there. And the armor bonus existing increased by 25. So instead of having 25 armor, you'll have 50 armor. That's a lot. That's a lot of armor. And flash fire. That's the if you took combustion. While channeling combustion, blaze movement speed is no longer reduced, because as you saw at level 10, it's reduced by 50%, so you're going slower. And nearby enemy are slowed by 60%. So you move faster and they move slower. So if you're in a team fight and everybody tries to go away from you, well then they just can't. They just can't go away. They're stuck there. Again, I've seen it in team fight, really powerful. Especially I've seen some people do it and then right after it use the combustion as a kind of a combo. And that could do a lot of damage, and again turn the tide of a losing team battle. I'm sorry. And last of all, burn notice. Basic attack slow enemy by 5% and deal an additional 44% over 2.5 seconds. Can stack up 5 times. Again, that's a kind of a auto attack build. It goes well with the adhesive petroleum and the incinerator gauntlet. So it really depends again if you have to lane a lot, if there's not that much of team fights, you can avoid them in some ways. Then I think the burn notice would be really good, because for clearing line, clearing camps and all those kind of things, you slow people down and you do more damage. And more damage is always good if you want to clear something fast, especially at the end of the game. I think I really like burn notice. There I took the flash fire, but I would really hesitate between those two. So that's it for today. I bored you enough with my thought on Blaze. If we just want to do a small recap of what I chose the Adrenaline Steam Pack to give me more attack speed and more movement speed. But other ones could be good. I especially like the shield one. If you're the only tank and you're hit a lot, and you expect to be hit a lot, that could be good too. I took the adhesive petroleum because it's giving you best of both worlds. The oil spill still slowed, and it does damage, so that I really like. The other one are good too, but I really like this one. Then at level 7, I went for the kind of the more auto attack build that it ignites automatically your oil spill. So that I really like. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to, if your Q is on cooldown and you would like to burst down an hero, you don't have to wait for it. It's already there. You just have to auto attack, and everything will go along the way, and you do a little bit more of damage against mercenaries and people. Well, 70%. It's a lot. It's a lot of damage. At level 10, went for combustion, but bunkers is good too. I'm not sure which one will take the advantage on the other on the long time run. I'm eager to see what's gonna happen on this. I'm not sure. Over here, I took the fuel leak. What I like about the fuel leak is the fact that if you hit a hero with that, and your oil spill is going to be sure, because of the incinerator gauntlet, to go on fire, you're automatically in a situation where you're going to heal and he's going to take damage. So really like this one. Over here, the heat treatment, so you can heal. It gives you more sustain. Well, all of them give you more sustain, but I have a kind of a little fetish for this one. And last of all, I went for flash fire just to show you what it does. But the fact is, with this build, I probably would like to go with the burn notice. Yeah, I probably like better the burn notice. So that's it for me. We're gonna do, before we go, I think we're gonna do a little dance, just for the fun of it. Here we go. Oh, nice. Ooh. Oh, that Blaze knows how to dance. Let's see that again. Here we go. And it's okay. Good. So I hope you enjoy. It's not an in-depth build I just did. It's not a theory crafting like Palitime does. He does it way better than what I just did. But the idea was just to give you a first view of what Blaze can do, see him in action a little bit. And the goal for me was to kind of find a first build that seems good, just to go in quick match and see what I can do with it, and have something that I can try and see if changes are needed. So that's it for me today. My throat is going away from me. I'm losing my voice. I'm sorry about that. I hope you enjoyed the show today. Make a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. I'll continue to post every time, and trying to ameliorate and to get better, I should say, at what I'm doing right now. I changed some setting for my sound. I changed some setting for my image also, to have better quality. And I'm trying to work as much as I can on my English. Like I said, my first language is French. So this is kind of a big thing for me to do those videos in English. So be patient with me. I'll get better and better, I promise. So that's it for me today. I hope you like it, and have a nice evening. And